What's going on, guys? Welcome to Gribborn's Film and TV podcast, or how I should say it in throat singing. Ah, God, my throat singing fucking sucks. Anyway, we review movies, shows, and gaming. That's the main monologue. Anyway, in today's episode, I'll be reviewing Dunes Part 1 and 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and what to expect from Dune Prophecy. So anyway, my review of the Dune films, I would say they're enjoyable, but I've got a tiny bit boring. I like them. Maybe should have Dune been R-rated, or wait, should they have maybe they should have made the show into those two movies into a mini series, or maybe Dune Part 2 should have grossed $2 billion this year and let Deadpool and Wolverine and Inside Out 2 be third and fourth of highest grossing films. Come on. So anyway, I'm going to recap Dunes Part 1 and 2. Okay, so Dune, title on screen, Dune Part 1, directed by Denis Villeneuve, and starring Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Stellan Skarsgård, etc. Released on October 22nd, 2021, in theaters and on Max, formerly HBO Max. So anyway, let's get to it. In the distant future, Duke Leto Atreides is assigned by the Spanish Emperor Shaddam IV to replace Baron Vladimir Harkonnen as the fifth holder of Arrakis, a harsh desert planet, and the sole source of spice, a valuable physiotrophic substance that impairs high-validity awareness. Spice is also the key to interstellar travel, giving space guild navigators the ability to guide starships to traverse space instantly and safety. Emperor Shaddam's fearful Leo's rising power plots for House Harkonnen to retake Arrakis. Secretly aided by Sarkardar troops and destroy House Atreides. Leto suspicious of the Emperor but weighs the risk again, the power of controlling Arrakis and making an alliance with the mysterious natives known as the Fremen. Leo's concubine, Bune, I'll just say his wife. Lady Jessica is an acolyte of the Bene Gesserit, an exclusive sisterhood whose members possess advanced physical and mental abilities. As part of a centuries-long breeding program, they instructed her to bear a daughter whose son would become Khazad Haratach, a Bene Gesserit messianic super being with a clay force necessary to guide humanity to a better future. Jessica disobeyed and bore a son, Paul, who was trained by Leto's allies Duncan Idaho, Gurney Halleck, and the Salt Dr. Wellington Yulee, and Medav Farad. Oh. and she teaches him the better disciplines. Paul can Francesca and Duncan about troubling visions of the future, the Reverend Mother and Imperial. Sorry, I'm eating snack. Truth Slayer, Gallus Helen Moham subjects Paul to a deadly Gom Jabbar test to assess his humanity and impulse control which he faces. House of Trace arise at Arrakis, the principal stronghold on Arrakis. Duncan's advance party manages to make contact with the Fremen. The natives revere Paul and Jessica, which she explains is to the Bene Gesserit sowing beliefs on Arrakis centuries earlier. An attempt to assassinate Paul with a hunt-seeker fails. At a secret meeting on the Hawken planet Gleneye Prime, Mohammed assists Baron Hawken to spare Paul and Jessica in his coup, to which he duplicitously agrees. Leto meets and negotiates with Fremen chief Stilgar, an imperial judge. Your chance Dr. Leto Kynes, a planetologist who lives among the Fremen Kynes, briefs them on dangerous spice harvesting and giant sandworms that travel under the desert and render unwise use of protective shields. During a flight, they rescue a stranded spice harvesting crew from a sandworm, and Paul's exposure to spice triggers intense premonitions. Yoli betrays the Atreides and disables the Arakan shields, allowing the Harkonnens and the Soul Corridor to invade. He incapacitates Leo Pan to exchange him for his wife, the band's prisoner. Yoli replaces one of Leo's teeth with poison gas. Castle with which the Duke can assassinate the Baron. The Baron double crosses the murders Yoli, Leto, using gas to kill himself and the Baron's meta Peter de Vries. But the Baron survives, though Baron has arranged to have Paul and Jessica drop deep into the desert to die. Compassionate Yuli has left them with a firm kit with survival surprise. He uses Ben Jesse's technique called the Voice to overpower and kill their captors. Overnight, in the desert, Paul surrounded by spice and has visions of a holy war fought across the universe in his name. After conquering Arrakis, Baron Harkonnen appoints his nephew Rabin to oversee the planet in order to restart spice production and recoup the invasion's cost. Meanwhile, Duncan and Kynes find Jessica and Paul, this closest plan to marry one of the Emperor's Shadowrun stars, to avert a potential civil war, the Emperor's betrayal. They are discovered by the Socrador, and along with a laser gun, Duncan sacrifices himself to enable Paul and Jessica escape. Kynes tries to escape but is caught and mortally wounded. He lures a sandworm to a location to devour herself and Socrador. Deep in the desert, Paul and Jessica encounter Stilgar's Fremen tribe, including Chani, a young woman from Paul's visions. Despite Stilgar's alliance, the Fremen war challenges Paul to a duel to the death, which Paul wins. Contrary to Jessica's wishes, Paul joins the Fremen, determined to fulfill his father's goal and bring peace to Arrakis. Well, even though that film's a streaming film, well, was a streaming film, remember how Warner Bros. Did, Warner Bros. Same day premieres and such? If you get what I mean? Maybe a cop missed it. Plus, even nominated for what Oscars? Oh, Lost Dakota. I mean, that sucks. But got the other awards like Best Visual Effects, Best Film Editing, Cut Cinematography, and so forth. Now on to its sequel, Dune Part 2. Released with a theatrical release on March 1st this year, with a budget of $190 million and a $714 million box office, making it the fourth highest grossing film of 2024. I'll allow that. So anyway, let's review Dune Part 2. Following the destruction of House Atreides by House Harkonnen, Princess Ulan, the daughter of Paddish Emperor Shem IV, journals about his father's betrayal of the Atreides on Arrakis. Stilgar's Fremen troops accompany Paul Atreides and his pregnant Bene Gesserit mother, Lady Jessica, to stage Tebri. Some Fremen suspect that they are spies, while Stilgar and others see signs of prophecy that a mother and son from the outer world will bring prosperity to Arrakis. The Fremen accept Paul, but Stilgar tells Jessica she must succeed Stetchber's dying Reverend Mother by drinking the water of life, a drug fail for males, untrained woman. She uses Bene Gesserit training to transmute the liquid and survive, inheriting the memories of all the past Reverend Mothers. The liquid perimeter awakens the mind of her onboard Donna Allah. Allowing Jessica to communicate with her, they agree to focus on convincing the more skeptical Northern Fremen of the prophecy. Chani and her friend Sishkai correctly believed the prophecy was fabricated to manipulate the Fremen, but Chani begins to respect Paul after he declares he only seeks to fight alongside the Fremen, not to rule them. Paul and Chani fall in love as Paul immerses himself in Fremen culture, learning their language, becoming a fighter, running a sandworm, and raiding Harkonnen spice operations. Paul adopts two Fremen names, Usul and Muad'Dib, consulting spice raids. Baron Vladimir Harkonnen installs his kind, statistic nephew, Frey Rulda, as Arrakis ruler. Lady Morgan Friendly, a okay, sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Margot Franning, a Bene Gesserit, is sent to evaluate Frigaroon and his positive perspective Kasich Hellerich and secures general lineage. Jessica travels south to unite with the Fremen fundamentalists who believe strongly in the prophecy. Paul remains north, fearful of his visitors of a apocalyptic holy war will come to pass if he goes south as the Messiah. During a raid on a small spice harvester, Paul reunites with Gurney Halleck, who leads Paul to an atomic warhead stockpile of House Atreides. For Freya reaches devastating attack on Northern Fremen, destroying Sector, killing Shelly Sky, and forcing Paul and the survivors to journey south. Upon arrival, Paul drinks the water of life and falls into a coma. This angers Chani, but Jessica compels her to save Paul. Chani gives Paul a mix of her tears with the water of life, which awakens Paul, now possessing clever across space and time. Paul sees on water-filled Arrakis. He sees also a narrow path to victory among possible futures, and that Jessica is the Baron's daughter. Paul meets with the South-Fremen War Council, gathering laser crown, demonstrating his ability to disconcert his deepest trust. He declares himself the Lisa Al-Gaib and sends a challenge to the Shaddam, who arrives on Arrakis with Learn and the Sokador. Shaddam chastises the Harkonnens for their failures to Fremen launch an offensive using animatronics and sandworms to overpower the Sokador. Paul executes the Baron and captures Saddam. Meanwhile, Gurney leads an assault on Arakan, intercepting and killing Raban. Paul challenges Saddam for the throne, and Shiny's dismay demands to marry Ulan. Police summoned by Baron and the Great House to arrive in orbit, ready to invade the planet, but Paul threatens to destroy spice fields with atomic weapons. Nina Field, Freylida, Rilfa volunteers to be Shaddam's champion. Paul kills him in a duel. Ulan agrees to Paul's request for marriage on the condition that her father lives. Shaddam surrenders, but Grey Houses reject Paul's necessity in order for the Fremen to attack orbiting fleet. Stilgar leads the Fremen to capture Sokoto ships. Jessica and Ala reflect on the beginning of Paul's holy war. Chani refuses to bow down to Paul, but departs on a sandworm. I would say an okay ending, but let's see how the third film goes. So, what can I expect from Dune Prophecy? Even though it's an TVMA prequel to Dune, like on what Chris was saying, it's like Game of Thrones, but weirder. If you know what I mean. But I kind of got like bored from the Dune films, not gonna lie. Like they're not pieces of shit, they're fucking great. Yeah, I could say that. But I kind of just got bored. I mean, come on. But I am a respected Dune fan, and that's it. And from Tuesday this week, we got a glimpse at Deadpool and Wolverine on Disney Plus. Which my review of the movie has, since I saw it 2 times in July. A great movie to become the highest grossing R-rated film of all time and the second highest grossing film of 2024. And as a good love letter to the Fox universe. So anyway, let's get to the plot. In 2018, after Wade Wilson uses Cable's time travel device to prevent the death of his girlfriend Vanessa Carlyle, he travels from his universe, Earth 100, 1005, to Earth 616, the sacred timeline, hoping to join that reality's Avengers. However, he is rejected by Happy Hogan, played by Jon Favreau, and returns to his universe. 6 years later, Wade is broken up with Vanessa, retired from being a mass mercenary Deadpool, and works as a used car salesman with his friend and former X-Force member, Peter Wisdom. During Wade's birthday, the Time Variation Authority from Loki captures him and takes him to Mr. Paradox, who explains they are an organization outside of time that monitors the sacred timeline and the wider multiverse. And offers Wade a future on Earth 616, Wade additionally exists, but when Paradox reveals that Wade's timeline is disintegrating as a result of the death of its stabilizing anchor being, Logan, Wolverine, and that he plans to use a Time Ripper device to accelerate this process. Wade steals his temp pad and uses it to travel to Logan's grave, hoping to resurrect him and save the timeline. But when this fails, after an opening credits of NC-7, whatever Justin Timberlake's band is, and him doing his own dances with that song, Wade travels the multiverse searching for a replacement alternate universe variant of Logan. Wade returns to TVA with a variant of Logan, but is told by Paradox that an anchor being cannot be replaced, and that this variant is considered the worst Wolverine in the multiverse. When Wade deduces Paradox is acting without his knowledge of his superiors, Loki, Hunter B-15, Mobius. Paradox sends Wade and Logan to the Void. Logan agrees to work with Wade when he claims that the TVA can change his timeline. Wade and Logan, alongside Johnny, are captured alongside Johnny Storm, played by yours truly, Chris Evans, and taken to Cassandra Nova. Taken to Cassandra Nova, the powerful sadistic twin sister of X-Men Leah Charles Xavier. Cassandra, who made the deal with the TVA to oversee the Void, kills Johnny and leaves Wade and Logan to be consumed by life, but the pair manage to escape. With a deleted scene featuring Rob McElhenney, but his scenes were cut. They made an episode of What's Always Sunny. Guys, why is it Mac? I was in Deadpool Wolverine. Logan and Wade meet Deadpool variant called Pool, which he's the worst Deadpool of all, if you agree from the people who watched the movie, who directs them toward a resistance group that has been fighting Cassandra. On the way, Wade accidentally admits he was lying about the TVA being able to fix Logan's timeline and pair fight until they are both left unconscious. They are found by resistance groups considering Laura, Elektra, Blade, played by Wesley Snipes, and Elektra, played by Jennifer Gardner, and Gambit, played by Channing Tatum. Wade proposes an alliance to fight Cassandra, and Laura convinces Logan, distraught over his reluctance that led to the death of his fellow X-Men to join the cause. The resistance members distract Cassandra's henchmen, while Wade and Logan block her powers by placing Juggernaut's helmet on her head. Cassandra is betrayed by her follower Pyro on behalf of Paradox and almost dies until Logan convinces Wade to remove the helmet. Cassandra heals herself and opens a portal to Earth 000 which Logan and Wade jump through. Cassandra learns about Paradox's time river from Pyro and kills him, and follows Logan and Wade to his universe. There, she reveals her plan to destroy all timelines, leaving only the Void and summons an army of Deadpool variants who kill Pool, fuck him, and battle Wade and Logan until Peter arrives to distract them of the Deadpool Corps. Paradox tells Wade and Logan that one of them could destroy the time river by disrupting its power flow. This would kill them even with their healing powers. Wade and Logan destroy the time river together by killing Cassandra in the process and are able to by sharing the burden. Paradox is arrested by TVA's Hunter B-15, who congratulates Wade, says the action stop Earth 0005 from degenerating. Wade asks Hunter B-15 to say the resistance group from the Void and change the history of Logan's world. She explains later that's not possible because Logan's history is what led him to being a hero now and allows Logan to stay in Wade's world. Wade invites Logan to meet his friends and with encouragement, Wade reconciles with Vanessa. I would say this movie was amazing. Even though we got like McConaughey as Cowboy Fool, Wesley as Blade. Well, what should they have added in that movie? Well, the Fox cameos I wanted to see in that show were like the guys from Fantastic, Ben Affleck's Daredevil, maybe the Punisher, even though he was owned by Lionsgate. And maybe so forth. Who else should we know who could be in, possibly if they made a director's cut of Deadpool and Wolverine? But love the tribute, loved a ton of things about that movie. And we'll see if they return in Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. And coming up tomorrow, okay, how should I play this? It's different episodes of the podcast. I'll be reviewing each episode of Dune Prophecy. And let's see how it goes from there. And forgot the show plugs today. On Sundays, the Gridborn Film and TV Podcast main news channel. Monday, Chicago Crime Nation, which shall be put on hold after Dune. And so forth. So, thank you for listening to this episode, and have a good day.